Hello Hecate devotees, witches, and occultists alike out there. Today's video I'm going to teach you how to make a comfort candle. With these rough times, everybody's feeling a little shaky or frustrated or nervous, or even, going through their own personal trauma or deaths in their life. And sometimes it's nice to make just a little comfort candle to give them a comfort, to let them feel all the energy and love that you feel for them. So I'm gonna teach you this really simple method of how to make a comfort candle. I bet you probably have most of the things in your cabinet already. And the purpose of this is so that the person that you're thinking of and sending that energy to feels a little bit of love and comfort throughout the day, feeling that you're thinking of them. And some point during the day, a smile will be brought to their face. And it works. And it's simple but effective. And it's always nice to have somebody think of you or send, love to you. So let's get started. I'll name the herbs and tools that we're using, and then explain a little bit about why we're putting those herbs into this candle. I'm going to show you how to put everything together, and yeah, so here we go. So the herbs you're going to be using, here we go. You're going to be using myrrh. You can use the powder form. You don't have to use the resin if you don't want to. Lavender, rose petals, and a sacred earth. For sacred earth, it can be crossroads dirt from ancient cities that were sacred, graveyards, churches, any place that you feel consecrated or a special connection to could be used as earth in this element. So, and the oils we'll be using is frankincense and whatever personal oil you want to use. I'm using love oil to, give a little love for the comfort, but I mean, you can, whatever the person that you're making this candle for, if they have a personal smell or scent that they like, you could put it on the candle to give them a happy feeling. So, my cabinet. Myrrh is for rejuvenation and to get rid of negative energy. So you're giving the person rejuvenated energy, and you're helping taking care of their negative thoughts, their doubt, their pain. Lavender is for peace and compassion, because everybody needs a little peace and compassion, and it's relaxing and soothing, so maybe it'll help with their mind soothing out. Rose petals is for love and harmony and comfort. You're sending out love energy, you're sending out comfort energy, you're giving somebody, this is a comfort candle. So rose petals are also associated with Venus, and anything good smelling like irises or lotuses are associated with Venus. So love petals pretty much. And I already covered the earth, and why we're putting it in there is to open up roads for this person so that they don't just see, that roadblock in front of them, that something will open and change for them to give them a positive outlook or a smile during the day. Frankincense is for protection and to help them with anxiety. So you're, getting rid of the negative energy for them. You're putting in positive love reinforcement. You're helping them calm the fuck down. That's what this candle's for. You're giving somebody some comfort and love. So, all those things put together, plus the favorite oil that, whatever oil you want to use. I'm using a white tea candle. You can use a white votive. You can use a yellow votive. You can use a pink votive. Back in ancient days, color didn't matter. This is all for you and what you're putting into it. If you see pink and associate it with love, do it. Same with yellow for memory. White is universal. It's all colors put together in light. So I'm using white. So what you would do is mark the candle at the top with the person's initials, their first and last initial, okay? So once you've done that, you put the candle aside, And then we start the grinding. I have this lovely mortar and pestle. If you do not have a mortar and pestle, you can use a coffee grinder. I've used that for some seriously hard herbs that would take some fortitude to grind. I would not use it for coffee again. I would put it with your herbs. If you're going to use things like crock pot as a cauldron, if you're going to use a wax melter for, your incense, if you're going to use anything electronic, you put it with your tools. Those are now consecrated. Do not use them with food. Just the warning. Besides the fact some of this crap, some of these herbs you shouldn't be digesting anyway or cross-contaminated. Okay, so we'll start with the myrrh because I have resin form, so it's going to be a little tough to grind. And I would, honestly, if you got a mortar and pestle, put one hand over because everything flies when you're grinding it. I mean, it's like little tiny rocks and resin. Get in there and smush it. Aggressive. Anyway, okay, so the mortar's nice and smushed. And then we put the lavender. You really don't need any more than just like a little pinch when you're doing this because it's just anointing a small candle. So, lavender, and you can probably put your rose petals in at the same time because flowers are easier to grind. Grind that in there. Sorry if that's bugging somebody with the noise. Okay. Then we put a pinch of your dirt in there. Make it 2 pinches. Maybe 3 for luck. Okay. Get everything nice and ground together. So, got your candle. And you just, a little bit of the oil on your finger, touch the wick, move it around the candle because that's going to collect all of the herbs you just put on. You can put a little bit on yourself because then it connects you with the candle. Put a little of oil. Stay. Anoint the wick. Anoint the outside. Anoint yourself. Okay. So you got your herbs. You just anointed your candle. You sit there and breathe over it. 3 good breaths of just putting that positive energy into the candle. Okay. And you get a little on the wick. Here, so you can see what I'm doing. Get a little on the wick and on the base of the candle here. So it kind of coats it a little. You'll see the herbs kind of stick to the top. Don't want too much debris on there, otherwise it will light on fire. You just kind of want a simple dusting, which is why we ground it up. Okay? Now, what you can do is with your leftover herbs, you can go give them back to the crossroads. You could put them in a sachet and put them under your pillow so that your dreams are connected with this person and giving them comfort. It's up to you what you want to do with the leftover herbs. Now, as far as this candle, now that you have anointed it and you put all these beautiful herbs on it, you're going to light it. Either when you're doing your ritual or when you have a moment to think of the person and put your energy into the candle and all your good thoughts into the candle. Once you light it, you leave it lit, which is why I'm using tea light, because that's about 2 hours of light and then it extinguishes itself. Votives take longer. So you let it extinguish, and for those hours that it's burning and with the oil and the herbs on there, that's helping that person clear out that negative energy, and it's also giving them positive reinforcements and positive thoughts, comfort thoughts, which is what you want. I made this candle today because somebody I know their mother just passed. So things like that, when you want to cheer somebody up and they're in a moment that you can't quite reach them, sadness, depression, anything like that. That's what this candle's good for. Even for yourself. You can totally make one of these for yourself. And, you know, you're having a shit day and nothing seems to be getting a smile on your face. You can make one of these and, you know, after an hour or two when it burns out, you'll feel a little better. So anyway, I hope that this helps even a little bit, give you an idea of something simple you could put together to make somebody's life a little cheery, or, you know, put a little love out in the air. I hope this finds you well and that you're inspired and that this works for you. Anyway, I hope you have a good day. Bye.